So I've just finished work for the day, and honestly, I just keep having the question why run through my head. Like, why am I 37 and I don't have the life that I wanted to live? Why do I keep making the same freaking mistakes over and over and over again? Why didn't the relationship that I thought was going to work out work out? Why don't I have kids yet?
So here we have another 37 single woman asking herself why she doesn't have the life that she wanted to live. And I think we already know the answer to that is because she keeps dating the same type of man, guys who don't want to be in a serious relationship. She did say that she keeps making the same mistakes over and over again. And she's not the only one, because a lot of women waste their youth dating men who don't want to have a serious relationship. They try to fix guys who don't want to be fixed, so they waste all their youth chasing the bad boys. Then time passes. They're 30 plus, almost 40, asking themselves why I'm still single with no kids. And probably another reason that she's single is because she thought that she could do better. I mean, nowadays, women leave relationships for the dumbest reasons. They always think they can do better, but the sad reality is that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Well, at least she's not a single mom.
I usually like to act and live in the mindset of it will all work out eventually, and I know it will, but right now I'm just feeling like, why?
I'm sorry, guys, but we have to pause it right here. Well, let me tell you why it's not gonna work out. Is because you're feeling like, why, instead of asking the why. She's viewing her mistakes through her feelings, and that's the problem with most women. They see life and their past experiences through their feelings. They never ask why nobody wants me. Why don't my relationships work out? They never ask themselves, am I the problem? They rather put the blame on someone else. That's why they keep making the same mistakes over and over again.
I usually like to act and live in the mindset of it will all work out eventually, and I know it will, but right now I'm just feeling like, why? This is kind of the reality of slumming it in the healing journey. Realizing that while I'm grateful for not having the life that I thought I was gonna have, but also being like really sad that I don't have the life that I wanted to have. There's nothing else I want more than to be a mother and to not be 37 and wondering if it's ever going to happen for me. But I am trying to also remember that there is a reason for all of this. And I just want to sit here and actually be honest about where I'm at, because not being honest has never gotten me anywhere. Today, all I can think of is, why am I 37 and I don't have the things that I thought I was going to have? When will it be my turn?
When will it be your turn? Well, with that type of mindset, never. I mean, these women think that by just asking the universe, everything is going to fall on their lap, and that's not how it works. It's like having a vision, a plan. You have to write it down, take action, and do the stuff that is required to achieve that goal. But women don't seem to understand that everything in life has a cost. And if something bad happens to them, or if their relationships don't work out, they blame the universe, or they just say that something happens for a reason. And that's why they're single at 37 effing guys that don't give a damn about them with no kids, because God has a plan for them. And that's the reason that I don't feel any sympathy for this leftover woman. Women don't want to change, they don't want to improve. They rather blame men for their own mistakes. Men know what we need to do if we want to get a girlfriend or a wife, even though I wouldn't recommend to get married. But we know what steps we need to take to achieve the stuff that we want. And what I find so intriguing is that women always put too much effort into their careers, but they don't put the same type of energy into getting a man. I guess it's not that important to them. So yeah, you'll be single with cats, 'cause let's just be honest, if you don't change, nobody is going to accept you for who you are, because I'm damn sure that you don't accept guys for who they are. It's just reality, just saying. And they say that there is a men loneliness epidemic when in reality is the other way around, because these comments are so depressing, but I don't feel sorry for them. That's just aging life, realizing things don't always work out or go the way we want. Happiness is a choice, not a goal to attain. Truth is, we usually never end up where we think we should be in life. That's where they are wrong. Happiness is a choice, but if you want to be happy, you need to set some goals in your life. Happiness, it's not going to come for you just because. You have to work for it. And this is the problem with women, right? They think that they're gonna be happy just for existing. Every time I look at my mom, I'm reminded that you can be 65 and still feel behind and be lonely and single and feel like something is wrong with you. It's terrifying. Things don't always get better. I'm not going to lie, but these comments are so depressing, but who cares? Girl, I'm 35 and in the same boat. Everything happens for a reason. So there you go, guys. These women are so doomed. No accountability. I'm 36 and had the same thought last night. I thought I'd have my own family now. I just keep thinking, what should I do with the rest of my life? Only 9 to 5 won't cut it for fulfillment. Interesting. Very interesting. So I see that the womanist movement lied to you all. I had crazy self-sabotaging habits and unprocessed trauma, finally healing myself with meditation, plant medicine, etc. And what about self-reflection? And what things do you need to change to become a better person for yourself and for your future partner? Probably none. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a bunch of clips of annoying women crying and complaining because guys are finally waking up. So without further ado, let's begin.
So my boyfriend turned RedPill, and at this point we haven't spoke for about a month, and I can't cope with the fact that someone who I saw is so compassionate and thoughtful and intelligent, so caring and open-minded, just completely did a 180. They were just so supportive and caring, and even when I would have my self-sabotaging episodes, they still loved me. They really felt like a blessing.
So here, we have a woman complaining that she lost her boyfriend or boyfriends to the red pill content and see how women play the victim card, guys. So she's saying that she can't believe that her ex, who saw so intelligent and compassionate, caring and open-minded, walked away, even when they were so supportive and loving when she had her self-sabotage in episodes. And to me, it sounds like he woke up and got tired of her bullshit. He was a pushover. And let's just call it for what it is. She was being annoying and insufferable. And this is the reason why so many men are just done with women. Red pill content exposes women's true nature. And that's why we have all these women on social media crying, complaining, and bashing men because men refuse to simp for them.
And it would get so bad because it really just pried at my insecurities, especially when talking about like women whose dads left. And I would always just end up crying and asking why. Like, why are you doing this? And as someone who has like poor emotional control, it took a lot to not just like blow up all the time.
See, we were right. He just got tired of her bullshit. He was like a therapist with no pay. And it's not just her. Most women are like that. They think that they can do and say whatever they want without any consequences. They think men are going to love them for who they are. And that's just stupid. And the funny thing is that women are so mad at men because men finally see their worth. They understand that they don't have to put up with women's fuckery. Men now know that they don't have to tolerate disrespect from women. Men know that it's not okay to marry single moms. Men now know that if women want something from them, they have to earn it. Men finally understand that women that have a high body count are not worth taking seriously. And that's why women shame men because are not chivalrous anymore. They called you insecure for telling your woman not to dress provocative. They say that only real men accept women for who they are. And to me, the RP is the truth and men having standards. So yeah, women shame men for having standards. And if you guys think differently, please let me know. So he woke up and saw you for you. The longer she talked, the more red flags I saw. When I turned, my ex-wife said she wanted to leave and live her best life. I said, okay, comes back 6 months later. I say, I'm good. I'm living my best life. Good for him. And this is the reason why women are so mad. Because men are finally waking up. It's like when women say that they need a break. Why should I wait for someone who's going to F around with some other guys just to see if she can do better? Hell no. I turned red pill when my ex-fiancée left me on my birthday and had the audacity to blame me for her cheating with a coworker since I worked too many hours to provide a roof over her head. All I heard was I can no longer manipulate him. She was the problem. He got tired of her BS. Women are never going to learn. Women take no accountability for their actions. She deserves to be alone. I love red pills because they are so obvious in their misogyny, so women won't mate with them, and they will slowly evolve out. And of course, it has to be a woman, so I guess criticizing women and having self-respect is considered misogynistic. So before we continue, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, guys. Your support means the world to us, and if you are feeling extra generous, don't forget to leave your comment down below.
Every husband that I have ever met that's loyal, stable, consistent, loving, super nice, will do anything for the family, anything for her, anything for the kids, constantly self-sacrifice himself and his own well-being for her, okay? Every single husband that I know in that category has been left, has been cheated on, has been heartbroken, or has been divorced, okay?
He's right. Good guys finish last. I mean, we all have experience or heard the same stories of ungrateful women, and that the only thing that man did wrong in the relationship was treated her well. And it's sad to say, but it is true. We see it all the time on social media. Women empowering other women that it is okay to leave and divorce a good man, even if he's giving her all the stuff that she wants, if she feels unhappy or bored, or if she feels that she deserves better. It's okay to leave him. It is like women are allergic to good treatment. Well, let me correct myself. Women only want good treatment from the bad boy, and they want it because they are not getting it.
Now, over the years, every single husband that I've watched who moves the exact opposite, meaning he does whatever he wants, he doesn't really care. Maybe he's at the bar 3 or 4 nights a week, he's drinking, he's smoking, she can never get a hold of him, he forgets to charge his phone is dead, she can't get a hold of him, he forgets to reply to the text message. He's out shooting pool with his friends, right? Then he's out over at this sports bar hanging out, and the wife and kids are never really a priority. I have watched these wives consistently chase and pursue these men's validation and stay with these husbands year after year after year after year, staying with them despite constantly complaining about them. What you have to understand with female nature is you have to look at her actions and where she's putting her time. And even if she says, oh, I hate that he's this way, I hate that he has these traits, I wish he would be more responsive, I wish he would be more emotionally available, I wish he would be more emotionally open. Despite her saying those things, you have to look at it this way. If year after year she's still with him, that guy that she's complaining about is doing something right.
She can't control him. He's putting himself first. She's seeking his validation, and that's most women. They want what they can't have. That's why when women say, oh, I want a nice guy, a good man, don't believe them, because they want the opposite. I mean, women say that they don't date nice guys because they are boring, and some women say that they don't date good men because they are so manipulative. So women take men kindness for manipulation, and that's the excuse they tell to themselves, that the reason that they don't go for the nice guys is because they manipulate the most, so they rather go with the bad boy because at least they are more direct and honest with their intentions. I mean, the nice guys are just treating women just like women told them to, with kindness and respect, but it doesn't work, and they don't like it. And like he said, pay attention to what she does rather than what she says. And this is why women and simps don't like this type of content, guys, because it puts women in a bad light, meaning that they don't want to be seen in a negative or unfavorable way. They don't want to make themselves appear foolish or immoral or undesirable. Facts. Happened to me, and I continued to see that in others' relationships. You ever see these beautiful women, and they're with these guys that have no job, been to prison, they don't have a place to live on their own, don't have a car, and never faithful. It's just crazy. When I used to date, and I wasn't that into the girl as when she would be the most into me. Their wires are crossed. Hate to say it, but it sounds true and familiar. Been married for 14 years, and now we're separating. I've noticed during that time it was never good enough. The attention, the time, the money, the gifts, I'm done with it. I'm out. 25 years. She cheated with a dude at work. Marriage and family destroyed. 25 years and 3 kids, wife left me for her married boss. A man who gives up his whole life for his family. A woman will give up her family for her own life. Well guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Please be safe out there, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments section down below. And remember, the world is yours for the taking. Until next time.
Galaxian Explosion!